Just like Logan Paul, man.
Yeah.
Let's pull this up. All right. Just hit the live button. Let me see if I can pull it up and see when we are
Oh,
actually
yeah.
live. Yeah, dude, I guess Ohio's just, the spot to be to grow up and become famous, man.
I guess so, dude. Somebody else told me they're from Ohio the other day. I forget who it was, but um,
Good people from Ohio. There's a lot of interesting people for sure, but
yeah.
there's some good people on here. But cool, man. All right, Jack, we are live inside the Six-Figure Digital Marketer. Welcome, brother.
What's up, man?
How
Justin?
much, man? Happy to have you here. So, for you guys that are hopping on here, I have Sophia, my assistant, going in here and tagging everybody. So, anyone that requested to see this can obviously see it. Jack, for the people that don't know who you are, man, and what you do, you want to give us a quick rundown about, just who Jack Sumners is? It's Sumner.
Yeah.
Is it Sumner or Sumners?
It's a good question. So, I actually used to make music, and my rap name, my stage name is Summer, but my real last name is Sumner. So it's Jack Sumner. But I have a digital marketing agency. We service interior designers, and we are based out of Charlotte, North Carolina. So,
Shout out
it's
Charlotte.
shout out to 704, man. If you're familiar with it, you gotta. It's a growing hub, so y'all gotta pull up out here. But yeah, man, it's thanks to you, man. Had a lot of success. Been building the business over the last really year and a half, but really got more focused over the last like 6 to 8 months. So.
Nice, dude. Nice, man. Well, I'm happy to hear that, bro. Talk to me a little bit now. Like, I mean, where are you at? How many clients do you currently have right now?
Right now we just signed up another one. So at 14
14
and
clients.
14. And so I'll start with this. Before I met you, I was everywhere. So I'm doing digital marketing, right? And I'm like fucking doing carpet cleaning, chiropractor, lawyer, doctor, literally all over the board. And this is how you got me, bro. You got me good and thankfully you did. I was about to take on another chiropractor, and I was like, bro, do I want to get into this space? Because like I was having good results, and I was like, bro, I need somebody to like really like take me to the next level. You were doing chiropractic, right? And you hit me up, and you were like, yo, I got the play for you. And I'm like, all right, what is it? And then you got me on. And the beauty of that is what happened was once you got me on, bro, you put me on my fucking interior design niche. I had an interior design client, but you're like, yo, you better take this and niche down. I didn't understand the power of a niche until I went through what you put me through, and that shit changed it, dog. Because you can stamp it, bro. You take it, stamp, 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 and you can scale. That's the difference.
I like the stamp philosophy about it, man. It's kind of like it's like a machine, right? It's a well-oiled machine, and once you have the stamps and the machine going the right way, you can focus on the bigger picture and get up to 14 clients, man. That's awesome, bro.
The crazy thing is, um, yeah. So today we just got our client 100. So interior design's kind of a weird. I'm telling y'all, nobody's in it. So if somebody wants to come hang out, there's enough for everybody to eat. But we just got our client $100,000 project. Just on the form it says her budget 100,000 plus. She's renovating a barn. She's going out there Wednesday. So
Wait. So you just got your client that's paying you a couple $1,000s probably a month, $100,000 deal.
Yeah, a plus project. It's not. Well, that's all we say. That's all we can do. But she loves her design. She's going to the project Wednesday, and at that point, she just got to lock her down, and she already loves her stuff. So it's crazy, dude.
I
Her
love it,
ROI is
man.
like nuts, dog. The first one I ever got was 150. So I'm like, that's when under $50 of ad spend, bro. That's when I told you that. That's when you were like, all right, let's do this. So
Focus down. Focus
yeah.
down. Yeah, let's rewind a little bit about that, man. So before going into our conversation, before we met and everything, I want to get into how did you get into interior design? Like, what was it that got your business into? Like, how did you get that first client? I think
Yeah, man.
you
So
told me, but I want to hear it.
yeah. So my girlfriend, she's an interior designer. Her grandma had an interior design company, and I just went and slid in there. I was like, yo, I got something for you. And I slid in there, and literally we started the results and we got it. And I was like, but I was doing other things as well. But I was like, let me try it for an interior design. Nobody's doing it. So I look around, I'm like, why isn't anybody doing this? I have like a plug right here, and I just slid in, and that's how I got into interior design.
Nice,
So
nice. And you crushed it for that first client. You said it was like
yeah,
another $150,000
right.
potential project or something.
Yeah, that was the first one. That's when I was like, damn, um, we need to make something happen with this. But
Yeah.
I didn't realize because I wasn't really passionate about it. But you were the one that said, uh, you were like, fuck your passion, bro. It doesn't matter. Just let the money fuel your passion. And
Yeah. That's a good point, man, because a lot of people in this space kind of and I'm sure a lot of you guys, if you guys are on here watching this and you can agree to saying that you've ever got into the real estate or chiropractic or dental space, let us know in the comments because every call that I get on, that's probably about 80% going there. And
right,
I think when immediately when I spoke with you, we were just like, it's like, dude, narrow down, get in this blue ocean industry and scale. I mean, how have things been since then? Talk about,
yeah,
I mean, we started working together, what, in like August?
yeah, man, yeah. So this is the crazy thing, and when you go down a road that's not paved, it's going to be a lot harder. So it's blue, but you're going to have to figure out a couple things, like how the industry works, how the people in the industry attract other people. What is their ideal client? You really got to take a deep dive into the industry, and you got to know it like literally the back of your hand. And so when you're going into an industry that doesn't have results or people, everybody like showing you the pathway, you're gonna have to figure it out yourself. And it was hard at first. So like the first 3 months, like we were literally like I'm sitting here like, bro, are we getting anybody? We're just talking, and you talk about the popcorn effect. So we're talking about doing prospecting, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, all of it, prospecting, nothing coming, nothing coming. Now all of a sudden it's like our name's getting out there, and it's just like the popcorn effect. If you go into a blue ocean and nobody's paved the way for you, and it's hard getting clients, just keep pushing, bro. I'm telling you. So that's kind of how it started off rough, and then I just kept going with it. I was like, I'm too deep to quit. I'm building out a whole ecosystem, building out a Facebook group. I'm building out all this shit. You can't once you get that deep, bro. You just got to keep going. So
It's facts. That's facts. What would you say to somebody that is currently in the, one of those more popular industries, like we'll call it saturated.
yeah,
I don't like using the word saturated just because if you think about it, marketing has always been saturated and people
true.
just use that as an excuse, right? So let's just say for the agency owners or the ones that are thinking about starting that are in a quote unquote more saturated industry like chiropractic, real estate, dental, or have their eye on that, what would you say to somebody like that?
So these people are they looking to get into it, or are they already in it?
Kind of just bouncing around, like
Yeah,
thinking about getting into it, like
yeah.
comparing that or some other industries as
Go
well.
all in. If it, like you said, saturated is kind of has a negative connotation, but go all in. Like there's going to be an angle you can take that's different than everybody else. Um, you know, for me, I started off doing videos and incorporating videos with my packages. And that's, like, hey, you sign on with me, I'll do a video for you for free. And so if it's saturated, take a new angle. If you're looking to get in, try to find something that's not like flooded, because you're gonna have a. We talk our issue was not getting meetings, dude. We're getting like sometimes 40 meetings a week. Like that wasn't an issue. The issue was like proving the results and proving that this is real. So you if you go into a niche that doesn't have as much or is not as saturated, bro, you're gonna be able to get meetings. And the next part is learning how to close it, and that's where shit changed for me.
Yeah.
Like really, when I learned how to like do the demos, learn how to actually close, that's when you're gonna like take the big stride, in my opinion. You can probably agree with that because I know you're all about closing.
Facts, man. I mean, you said it right on the money. It's whatever you do, stick at it. People have like shiny object syndrome is such a thing in this space, and it's especially like I remember our first conversation with you. It's like, dude, you already know what you need to do. You just need to focus in on that.
Real.
And I see it all the time with everybody is if you can just stay in one industry and learn kind of like what you said, every single thing you can about that, like you can't possibly fail. Like you can only, Will Smith says it the best, you can only fail your way to success. Like even if you fuck up everything, like you can only get better.
Bro,
So
there's no such thing as L's, man. There's no, it's just a launch pad to the next point. So
it is.
I believe that shit for real.
Facts, man. Facts. So 14 clients, man. You've added on a team, right? How many team members are you up to now?
Yeah. So the crazy thing is, man, I don't really do, I'm on some other shit right now. Like it's running. I got a whole closing. That was the difference, man. For me, I was good at putting people in the right positions to win. And part of the reason it took us a little bit of time to like, get our name out there and grow was because I was putting people in positions that they might not have been ready for, but in the long term, it paid off. So now we're getting people who know how to close the shit and know how to do all the steps. So I'm uh I'm just sitting watching and letting it run. We just signed a 2K client out of San Diego architecture firm.
That
Yeah, architecture firm, and they do commercial interior design. I hadn't met him or anything. I hadn't talked to him. It just that came in, and here I am, just sitting here. That's when I was like, damn, that was the first one. I was like, here we are. Like
yeah.
it can legitimately happen. For anybody. Like you just do the steps, like really run the play. You got the whole play. Run it. It's gonna happen.
Feels good, right?
Bro, you know it. You know it.
So how many hours would you say like on a good week do you work on your agency?
Dude. Like right now, less. Well, I'm always working on it, but it's at a different angle. So, but literally 10, 12 hours a day, starting off every day. Didn't stop. What do you call that? Like what you called it, like the dark, I don't know, the first month or 2 months or something. What do you say?
First
Do you
2 months,
remember?
I'm just like,
You called it something. You had like a name for it, and it was like, hey, you just go all out. You cut off all distractions.
blitz mode,
Blitz
bro.
mode. That's right. Blitz mode. You got to hop in, and then you can. Grant Cardone said, let's like pay the price today so we can live tomorrow.
So you can
So
pay any price in the future.
there you go. There you go.
Facts, facts. I love it, man. So safe to say, man, it sounds like your agency is really starting to tune up right now, and you're focused more on running your business rather than working in your business.
For sure.
Shed some light on that, man. I mean, what's the main differences that you've noticed since like getting systems and automations into place that's been helping you to like actually grow your business?
Well, now you can focus on like what's going to take us to the next, as opposed to like what are we like stressing over? Are we going to keep this client? Like what's going to like really take us to $1 million? I got the whole shit mapped out. Like have the whole interior design software. That this is like the software for interior designers to use to get clients. You know what I'm saying? And then we have our actual agency side where we're fulfilling the orders and providing the service. So you get to work on stuff like that and really tighten it up to where it's man, it's really like it's beautiful. It's creation. It's not like it's not stress. It's just creation. So
I love it.
that's the biggest difference to me.
Stress creation. Yeah, because you get in this more creative flow and this creative state where you're like really just being like, I always think of it more as like the real authentic you because you can focus on what actually you need to focus on. Whereas like, because you have the faith in the business is going to be running the right way where you have that confidence level where you can really focus in on what you need to do. Have you noticed much of a difference like that at all?
Hell yeah, bro. Like your whole being changes. Like just like, but I mean, I've always been on that. Like getting in alignment, getting your energy right, getting your mindset right. Um, your success and your results are going to be directly related to your personal development, in my opinion. So you get that freedom to let your business do its thing, and you continue to develop as a person, and then develop your business, in a advantageous way. So that's been the biggest difference for me, to have the time to continue to like just grow myself. That's the realest thing I can say, for sure.
Facts, man. Mindset's huge. You got to master yourself before you even master your business.
Bro, so real, man.
Yeah. So what I tell everybody that joins, like, and we have the first module inside Six Figure Boss is strictly mindset, because it's
Bro,
like,
it's gotta be. It's
if you
gotta
don't get
be.
that stuff down, you can't get anything else down.
People think it's fluff. People think that shit's fluff. It's not. Like that's the most important part. People are just adding that into the course for the hell of it. Nah,
Yeah, it's
it's
facts.
not.
What were we were talking earlier about something. I was like, yo, save that because we got to talk about it on
Oh
here.
yeah, people. Yeah, okay, I got you. People get into the course and think that it's just gonna happen for them. Like you actually have to do it. You have to put the hours in. You have to, make the steps, run the play. You know, do every little thing that you can to get it off the ground, and then you can, like we just talked about, you can get to the point where you can start to take a step back. Let's be honest, I'm nowhere near that, bro. I'm small time, but like this is like the freedom I have right now is crazy. Like honestly, if I was working in it, we might be even farther ahead. But I'm putting my people in position to like where I can have my space, my freedom. And but yeah, so you got to put in the work. You can't just like I'm all about the law of attraction, but and all that stuff. But you actually have to take inspired action. You have to get in alignment and take action. So you're not gonna just think you bought the course and or get into your program or get into anybody's program and just it's gonna happen for you. You got to make the moves.
That's facts, man. I mean, and to be totally transparent with you and everybody else out there that's watching this, like, all the information is already out there in the world. Like, you could go on YouTube, you could go on the internet and just search how to do stuff. But it's like one of those things where, and I'm sure you're the same way, because I know when we got on the call, like, you got in immediately. Like, as soon as I told you I could help you out, you're like, all right, bro, I'm in. Like,
Yeah.
you are, and I always tell people, it's like you are a mirror of what you put out in this world. So if you're somebody that buys fast, your clients are going to buy fast from you too. And I think it's pretty safe to say that your clients have been not just buying fast, but buying more and more every time you
Hell
talk.
yeah.
It sounds like.
Real for real. Exactly. You got to take the step. You got to, you know, you're not if you're trying to make $1 million, you're not gonna make $1 million worried about 5,000. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. If you're stressed over like worried about this little money here, you're not getting here. So
It's levels, bro.
what's next for you, dude? What are your goals for the new year coming? What are you thinking? Like
My
where are
goals,
you taking this shit, man?
I want to have 100, well, 99 more people just like you that I can interview on this call.
Hell yeah.
That's my goal. I want to get to, it's getting 100 people to 10K a month, and not only just the money aspect, but like the freedom aspect of what you said, bro. Like, just seeing that impact, it's huge.
People are dying, bro. People are dying at their jobs. They're miserable. If you're waking up like not happy, I'm telling you, you got to make something happen. People know it. They're like scared or, but when you get into it, you're not gonna be scared. It's just about like jumping off the cliff and making the move. But yeah, you got to make something happen. You can't just like stay all sheltered and scared because
You got to take the leap, man. The leap of faith is the first and the hardest step. And once you take that, you fly, man. Let the wings fly.
let the wings fly, man. Everybody's got it in them. So, dude, 100 people at 10K, I guarantee you it'll happen. Like,
It's going to happen.
yeah,
I'm really goal oriented. And whenever I focus on something, like, I will get it done.
yeah.
And that's something that's going to be done. I'm aiming for a year from now, which I'm looking at my projections, everything. So definitely hit it. But, anyone
Right,
else?
man. You need to get on TikTok. You need to
TikTok.
prospect on TikTok.
Really? Are you on TikTok?
Come on, dog. Bro, that's where you need to prospect. Just make your little video. Like, look, I'm telling
I'll
you.
put this video on TikTok.
Put this video on TikTok. Take a little clip, put it on there. But I'm telling you, you need to make a little TikTok from your little penthouse. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, where you trying to be?
Yeah,
Hit me on the DMs. We'll get you there. Like, real talk. I promise. You might get to 100 by February. I don't know how close you are, but real talk.
Well, I'll tell you what, man. I will put this as my first video on TikTok. as long as you
Yeah.
agree to come back on this show when you hit your first 50K,
Hell yeah,
50K
bro.
month.
All right. All right. Less. Say less. We're about to be there.
Cool, cool, cool. All right, you guys. Well, we'll leave it. I'm going to ask Jack one more question. If you guys have any specific questions, we'll cover those. Drop them down below,
Yeah, do that.
and we'll give like 5 minutes for Q&A or so. So drop your questions down below. Jack, for anyone that is, as I mentioned earlier on this call, we have people all over the place. We have the ones that are kind of just dabbling, thinking about joining, getting into SMA. We have people that are agency owners that are kind of struggling, one or two clients. We have some that are 10 clients. We have some that are even probably watching this that are, maybe up to the point where they're doing 6K or they're doing 6 figures plus right now, maybe even some 7 figures on here. What would you say is your biggest advice just for, somebody that's kind of like where you were maybe 3-6 months ago?
Yeah. Probably just put the work in. Just as simple as that. If you follow the steps, you run the play, you find your niche, you hire the right people, you hire the VAs, you get the VAs trained up, you do the prospecting, just really run the play. And that's all I got. It'll happen for you. Real talk.
Run the play. I dig it. I dig it. So we got a couple questions in here.
Yeah.
Alec asked, he's interested in seeing how you'd be able to get results for interior design. Sounds really cool. I'd like to get some insight on how you're getting results like that for your interior design so I can relate it to my clients.
Hell yeah. What you don't know his niche off top, do you?
Alec I know he was doing some in the medical space. I think it was spas. Yeah, mostly medical, kind of like similar to what I'm doing.
Oh yeah. It's the same principle, but hit me up, man. Get my messages. I'll show you some stuff. Same principle though. It's funnel. We do we actually do some messenger ads as well. So those have been going pretty well. Messenger ads, just because people don't want to like get off Facebook at all sometimes. Building out the funnel with the survey. We put our survey on the front page because we want to get a lot of information on like a budget and all that shit for interior design, and then Facebook lead forms. So those are the 3 main, as everybody knows it. But yeah, hit me up and I'm happy to show you some stuff.
Yeah, good call, man. Good call. Blake asked, what's your biggest challenge from going from 5K to 16K a month?
Oh, good question.
Good question.
That's a great question. Learning the sales, man. Learning the sales was hard for me, but now that we're getting it, I'm getting it. The team around me is getting it. Like understanding the sales process and being able to like handle objections, close, all that stuff. That was the hard for me because I didn't consider myself a natural salesperson. I used to be like, oh, you don't want to work with me? All right, I'll see you later. Like, you know what I'm saying? Instead of being like, come here, I got you. So that was the hardest for me personally. The next thing would probably be, really servicing the clients. And I recommend this to everybody. You want to over service your clients, like almost hit them up 3 times a week. Just check in on them on some different, like develop that relationship. That'll make a difference as opposed to being like, hey, I'm going to set this up and I'm not going to talk to you anymore. Like, and let it run for the rest of the week. If you stay in communication with your clients, that's going to be a difference. I had to learn that the hard way. We put people in position to like, yo, we're going to text you every day. Just check in. So
that's facts. That's huge because it comes down to the simple thing is if you already have somebody sold, like that's the hardest part. The next thing is making sure that they're happy.
Yeah, exactly.
And so many people overlook that.
Bro, you don't even have to deliver for them. Be like, you should deliver for them and you will. But like, if you like develop that like relationship with somebody, like that'll be a difference. Like you'll keep that client because you know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
that was the hardest part, the sales, and then getting like the actual customer experience on point for me.
For sure. All right, we got quite a bit of questions in here. We'll answer 2 more. And we'll let Jack get back to running his team. Or
y'all hit me up, man. Y'all can message me anytime. Add me on Facebook or whatever, Instagram.
For sure. We'll cover your handles before we hop off, just so everybody has it. But
Yeah.
let's see. Another one. Saying they've got an interior design prospect. Would love to see how you're delivering leads for them.
Dang, bro, if y'all know it, I can't find anybody doing interior design. Y'all come on in. I'm telling you, I cannot find anybody doing it.
He's hiring.
Huh?
Said he's hiring.
Oh yeah, I'm hiring too. Real talk.
Cool. Okay, so do you run your media buying, or do you have a VA that you hired to handle that?
I don't have a VA, or I don't have a. I have my team's on commission, so we do 10% for the appointment and 10% for the close, recurring.
Nice.
So
hooking the fam up.
No base pay, guys. No base pay. If you're gonna come get it, you're gonna come get it. 10% for the appointment, meaning you got them off LinkedIn, you got them off Facebook, you got them off Instagram. You called them and you did. We call it the fact finding call or the discovery call. So you're gonna set the appointment for the demo for my closer, and then if he closes it, he gets 10%. So that's how we do it. And dude, I don't even remember what the question was.
I think you pretty much answered it.
Okay, cool.
Basically, like, I think he's asking is, do you run your own ads, or do you have somebody?
Ads. Yeah, I have somebody doing that.
Did you run your ads starting off, or did you always have somebody do it?
Oh yeah, I ran my ads starting off.
Yeah. What do you think? I mean, what do you think the importance is in that? I always tell people learn it as you go, and then eventually you'll get to the point where you can outsource it. Like, what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, do it. You got to know it. I think you got to know every part of the business if you can. I mean, I'm actually what I don't know a lot. I mean, I know a lot. I know how to do it, but I couldn't like right now spit off how to do like cold email, how to set up all those emails and shit because my VA did it. Like I can't even remember that. So that stuff I don't know, but like how to set up Facebook ads, make sure the campaigns are performing, how to optimize it. If you're going to have any input in the company, you better be able to look at that and see it. But you could have a white label. You could have a white label service, but you still want to know that because you're going to want to make sure your people are doing good work.
Especially if you're selling it.
Yeah.
It's
True.
Cool. So that'll lead us into our last question about sales closing. How did you find a good closer?
Bro, that's a good point. You're going to want to go in Facebook groups. And honestly, you're going to want to be an attractive character. Like you need to be seen. You need to be like, I was bad at that, honestly. Like you need to be out there, like making your name known. People will come to you for one. Next, get in these Facebook groups and start developing relationships. And, check with your close friends. I have one like friend that I've known for a couple of years helping me, but then everybody else is remote, like Houston, Arkansas, really all over the map. So just develop relationships. You can hit me up if you're looking for closers. Like, I for some reason I just have a lot of people on that I know. I don't know why. Not that I know, but they're just like contacting me, like just asking for a game, and I can try to help put them in positions. But it's not a business or anything, but it needs to be.
It's good business. A lot of people make good money doing that. But kind of just going off on that a little bit to add into it is, I see it all the time on Facebook posts, all this stuff. Hey, looking for a good quality closer, looking for someone with experience, and you guys, like, here's the golden truth behind it is you could literally get someone with zero experience, but if you could teach them how to do it, they're going to be a good closer. Bro, chances are if your team's not a good closer, you're probably not a good closer. So always keep that in mind, is because you're the one leading the pack. Again, it's one of those things you can go out there and hire a closer to do it for you. But again, this is what I preach to everybody as well, is like, you got to learn the ropes first, because if something with that rope gets tangled, you got to be able to untangle it.
Ooh, spit. Real talk. Yeah. What if you're about to go into like say I'm doing interior design. What if I'm trying to go into like Ashley Furniture and close them? I'm not about to let, somebody else go in there and close them. You got to have the skill. That was the hardest part for me. Like I said, I didn't have that, but you got to learn it. Then you can teach it, and then you'll be straight. So,
just like anything else, repetition, guys. It's all it is. The more calls you're on, the better you're going to get. Like, I don't know if you were the same, Jack, but like when I first started out in sales, like I'll never forget my first meeting. I did door-to-door sales, and I was selling ads, print and digital. And like my first pitch, like I literally couldn't talk. Like the words just didn't come out of my mouth. And now it's like, I'm not amazing at sales by any means, but it's like, yo, I can close some deals here and there. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
it's like, it's just repetition, guys.
Dude, you got to get the reps in. Like the crazy thing about like us is like we're still getting better every day. Like everything we're doing, we're growing. It's not like just because you have success doesn't mean you're like a complete product. So I'm trying to get better at every, aspect, whether it be sales or, actually like leading the people is like a focus of mine right now. Like rounding the troops, making sure like everybody's like good. So
Leadership is a huge skill to learn, man. Well, happy that you came on here, my man. Where can everybody find you out at if they want to get some more information about you?
Yeah, man. So y'all can hit me on Instagram. My Instagram is JSumBuild. So JSUMBUILD build. JSumBuild. That stands. My nickname was JSum, and then build was kind of like a motto. So like it like stands for getting better every day. And then you can hit me on Facebook. A lot of y'all we're probably friends or something. So hit me up if y'all have any questions.
Yeah, man. Just comment that on this post afterwards so everybody can see it, man.
Yes,
and
sir.
Last question for you, brother. I appreciate you hopping on here. What would you say to anyone that's on the fence or considering joining Six Figure Boss?
You got to do it. You just got to do it, man. You got to do it. Don't even like think about it anymore. You got to like lock arms with Justin, walk off the cliff and fly, dude. Let's go. Come on.
Let's go fly, guys. Well, hey, Jack, appreciate you on here, brother. You guys go check him out. He drops some cool content as well, and then you can always learn something as well. So appreciate you on here. We'll catch you guys later.
Appreciate y'all.